Have you ever wondered how artificial intelligence learns and understands the world around us? It's a fascinating question that gets to the heart of our technological advances. Artificial intelligence, or AI, has a unique learning process that sets it apart from human cognition. Unlike humans, who learn from their experiences and interactions, AI learns using enormous volumes of data and sophisticated algorithms. These algorithms allow AI to recognize patterns, make predictions, and generate responses. It's like a child learning a language, but on a much larger and faster scale. Picture a mind that never sleeps, constantly absorbing and processing information, always learning and adapting. That's the power of AI. But there's a crucial element to this learning process that you may not be aware of. It's something called web crawling. One of the key ways AI learns is through web crawling. But what exactly does that mean? Stick around and we'll dive into the fascinating world of AI and web crawling. Imagine being a digital explorer, navigating the vast landscape of the internet, collecting and cataloging information. That's essentially what a web crawler does. In the simplest terms, a web crawler is like an automated librarian of the digital world. Picture an ant tirelessly scurrying from one location to another, collecting bits of food. In our case, the ant is the web crawler, and the food is data. Let's break it down. A web crawler starts its journey with a list of websites. This list is known as the seed. From the seed, the crawler visits each website and begins to crawl from one hyperlink to another, gathering data as it goes along. It's kind of like playing a grand game of digital connect the dots, with each dot being a piece of data and the lines being the hyperlinks that connect them. The data that the crawler collects can be anything from web page content and metadata to hyperlinks and code. It's like the crawler is taking a snapshot of the internet at that particular moment. This snapshot is then indexed or organized in a way that makes it easier for search engines or AI algorithms to understand and use. Think of an index as a giant digital filing cabinet. Each file in the cabinet represents a web page the crawler has visited. Inside each file is all the information the crawler gathered from that web page, neatly organized and ready to be used. However, it's not as simple as just visiting a website and collecting data. Web crawlers have to be smart. They have to know which links to follow and which ones to ignore. They have to understand how to navigate different website structures and deal with obstacles like broken links or password-protected content. It's a complex process that requires sophisticated algorithms and a lot of computational power. While this might seem straightforward, when you consider the size and complexity of the internet, it's actually a monumental task. And yet, web crawlers manage to do it every day, continuously updating their indexes to keep up with the ever-changing landscape of the internet. It's truly a marvel of modern technology. OpenAI has developed a web crawler that takes this concept to the next level. This isn't just any web crawler, it's a powerhouse of data collection, effortlessly trawling the vast expanses of the internet to gather information. But what sets it apart? Firstly, its scale. The OpenAI web crawler operates on a magnitude unlike anything we've seen before. It's like a digital explorer, charting the uncharted, indexing the unindexed, and doing it all at an astonishing pace. Secondly, it's not just what it collects, but how it collects. OpenAI's web crawler is built with privacy and ethics at its core. It respects robots.txt files, ensuring that it doesn't infringe on any site's rules or regulations. It's a model of responsible, ethical data collection in action. Now let's see how this web crawler contributes to the learning process of OpenAI's GPT-5. GPT-5, the latest AI model from OpenAI, uses the web crawler to gather data and learn about the world. Imagine a voracious reader consuming countless books, articles, and websites daily. That's GPT-5, but on a scale that's hard to fathom. Its learning process begins with the web crawler, which scours the internet, gathering massive amounts of text data. Think of the web as a vast library, and the web crawler as GPT-5's diligent librarian, collecting books for it to read. Now, GPT-5 doesn't just read this data, it absorbs and analyzes it. Every piece of text it encounters is an opportunity to learn, to draw connections, to make inferences. This is where its real power lies. It's not just about the amount of data it consumes, but how it uses that data to understand context and nuance. Consider idioms, for instance. For humans, phrases like "kick the bucket" or "the ball is in your court" are easily understood. To a machine, they are initially meaningless, but GPT-5 can learn their meanings by seeing them used in various contexts across the data it consumes. Not only that, but GPT-5 also learns to recognize patterns and correlations. It can, for example, infer that if a text talks about Paris, croissants, and the Eiffel Tower, it's likely related to France. It's this ability to understand context that allows GPT-5 to make impressive predictions and generate human-like text. That's not all. GPT-5 can also learn from its mistakes. When it makes an incorrect prediction, it uses that experience to refine its model, improving its understanding and performance. It's a continuous cycle of learning, refining, and improving, much like how we humans learn. It's important to note, though, that GPT-5's learning process is still fundamentally different from ours. It doesn't have beliefs or desires. It doesn't understand the world in the way we do, but it can analyze text data on an unprecedented scale and make remarkably accurate inferences. This unique learning process allows GPT-5 to gain a level of understanding that is revolutionary in the field of AI. As we can see, the way AI learns and understands the world is truly fascinating. Let's take a quick walk down memory lane. We've explored the intriguing concept of web crawlers, these digital spiders that weave through the internet, gathering data. We've also delved into OpenAI's unique web crawler, a tool that's reshaping the learning process of AI. Most importantly, we've examined the remarkable learning process of GPT-5. This AI model, with the help of OpenAI's web crawler, is able to digest and comprehend vast amounts of information from the web, thus becoming more advanced and nuanced in its understanding of the world. The significance of OpenAI's web crawler in this process is paramount. It serves as the eyes and ears of GPT-5, enabling it to learn, evolve, and eventually understand the world just as we humans do. If you're intrigued by AI and its learning capabilities, subscribe to this channel for more enlightening videos.